What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So we're gonna check out Ford Mustang sales plummet from an icon to a joke. Hey, it's not even just Ford, it's other car companies. Their sales are just, they're not being able to sell these vehicles. These vehicles are sitting on a lot, and sometimes it comes to how they're manufactured, the design, and the amount of money that you have to pay for these cars to have some of less powerful engines or less features that you normally would have in those iconic Mustangs. Like, a lot of things have been changing, especially with the whole EV movement. A lot of people are not a fan of it. There are some that like the EV movement in cars, but there are a lot, especially those who love them some Mustangs, they don't really care for that. So there's a lot of multitude of reasons of why some of these brand dealerships and stuff are not selling like they used to. So we're gonna check this out. Appreciate all the love and support, man. Let's get right into this. See what's going on with these Mustangs.
Are the days of the Mustang over? Sure looks like it. So their sales have just been kind of going into the toilet for the past few years. And as of...
All right, Mustang model 2016, 105 total U.S. sales. 2017, 81K. 2018, 75K. 2019, 72K. 2020, 61K. 2021, 52K. 2022, 47K. 2023, 53K. 2024, damn, it's dropped all the way down to 47,000.
Last year, 2024, they had their worst selling year ever. They only sold 47,000 Mustangs.
Damn.
And they used to sell, 4 and 5 times that amount. And we're not too sure what exactly happened, but I have some sneaking suspicions, folks, that maybe tastes have just changed. So here we have an EcoBoost. I had one of these as a loaner for a while, and I actually liked the car quite a bit from just being a regular everyday commuter. But let's be honest, there's a lot of vehicles that can do that much better than a two-door coupe, kind of sporty car. But it was fun, and
67 days on the lot.
at all. So what do we have? This is the old EcoBoost 2.3 liter with the 10-speed automatic. It has a handful of options, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
right? And
not too bad.
MSRP is about 32 grand, and we're at 35,000 bucks, which honestly I don't think is all that terrible.
No, it's not that bad.
Keep in mind, yeah, it's not the GT.
Yeah,
and the GT definitely used to cost $35,000, and yeah, now it's a heck of a lot more than that. I'll tell you that much, folks. Put in the comments what you think. Here's another EcoBoost. Ooh, 33 grand. We're getting cheaper and cheaper.
81 days on the lot.
But I wanted to show you this one over here. This thing is awesome. Here we've got a Dark Horse.
A Dark Horse, okay.
Put in the comments what you think about the Dark Horse. So they are making 500 horsepower.
Not bad.
With 418 pound-feet of torque. This one comes with the 10-speed automatic. I do wish
how much they charge
the manual, because in the Dark Horse, you don't get the crappy manual that the Mustang's kind of been known for. You actually get the Tremec, which they put in the Chevy Camaro that I have. And that thing is definitely sweet.
Real question I want to know, how do y'all feel about the new body designs of the Mustang? For those who are fans of Mustangs, I've heard some people say they like the new body design. I've heard some people say they're not the biggest fan of it. But how do y'all feel about the new body designs of the newer Mustangs that they've been putting out the past couple of years?
I like this color.
Yeah, color's not bad either.
Nice, definitely nice. Pretty cool wheels here. Check that out. They're on some Pirellis. And just a nice vehicle overall, I think. I'd get my hands on one of these any day. But
how much
the reason I haven't is because of this right here, folks.
How much they cost?
So, put in the comments what you think about the price.
Hold on, let's see. Oh, god damn. Whoo. 72K. Damn. Yeah, that's a steep price. That is a steep price for how much they charging for it. That's a steep price. I mean, I can understand. Yeah, it's a dark horse, but damn. Whew.
The base price is crazy. It's already $62,000
Yeah.
without virtually anything added to it, right? This one comes with $8,000 in options,
Jeez.
giving us a full price tag of
That's a lot.
$72,460. And after you pay for your loan and all that jazz,
Yep, and there we go. Ooh, monthly payments will be $1,400. The total loan amount, the sale tax, the upfront. If you upfront payment, if it was zero total. If you did a 60 loan payment, total 60 loan, total loan interest, an extra 10,000 total price, interest, tax and fees. It would it would equal up to $89,000, bro. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. It would equal up to 89,000, and that's if you just did a 60 term loan payment. Some people can't do that. Some people would have to go lower to have a lower monthly payment, and well, some people have to go higher. Some people would probably do 72 or even more. Jeez, bro. And this is if you don't pay nothing up front. Like, but even then, that sounds about right.
you are way higher than that. This will cost you like $90,000
It's gonna
plus
be 90,
probably. And
unless you drop a lot of money on it.
Is the very hated Mach-E that everybody was just kind of up in arms, right? Because they took that old Mustang logo here
Yeah.
and slapped it on an electric SUV.
I
What
barely
are
see
the
these
odds,
on the road.
right? And the reception wasn't great. But I will tell you what, where this thing is just going into the toilet sales-wise, the Mustang Mach-E has been really kicking butt big time.
I'm
They
very
have
surprised.
increased their sales 36%.
Damn, they went from 3 units sold to 27,000 to 39,000 to 40,000 to 51,000. That's insane. From 3 to this, that's crazy. I barely see them in the city, so I've maybe seen a few. So that's actually crazy.
Where
What?
the Mustang sales have just kept going down and down and down. And they outsold them last year for 2024.
That's
First
wild.
time ever, and I doubt it's going to be the last time. So what do we got on the old Mach-E here? Oh, God. So
52,000.
Here is your old MSRP. Base price, 43 grand, and about 70,000 or 7,000 options. So
52,000.
we are at 52,680 for an MSRP.
It's probably like 60.
You get 300 miles of range in this one.
After
you
everything.
actually get in the real world, probably a little bit less than that, or a lot of bit less than that. And yeah, overall, not bad. I mean, it's a decent looking SUV. I have driven this just briefly. I just did a test drive, so I haven't spent any, real time with it per se. But I do think that it's quite funny that the Mach-E is now outselling the standard Mustang.
Yeah.
So, folks, what do you think? Do you think that just tastes are changing? I mean, people aren't buying Harleys and things like that like they used to. They're not buying muscle cars like they were even just a couple of years ago, even though, some great muscle cars are being produced. But look at, Chevy canceled the Camaro just because sales weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd hate to see something like that happen to the Mustang because they're the only show in town right now. Well, Dodge is kind of bringing theirs back out, but we shall see what the Charger brings. I don't think that it's going to be much competition unless they're just going to give a ton of money off on it. They're
Yeah,
going to have to start doing that with these Mustangs if sales keep just going down like they
yeah,
are. I don't know. Different times, folks. Different times. That's for sure. Put in the comments.
that's crazy. It is. It's one of those things where eventually, I mean, the cars are just sitting there. They're just sitting there, collecting dust, getting dirty. I mean, not every car can be a loaner. At some point, you know, they got to sell the merchandise, and they're going to try to do some dealer options to sell as much as they possibly can. But, I mean, with the economy being what it is, bro, people can't afford to spend all these, extra dollars monthly on monthly payments for these cars. That's why I say at the end of all these videos, and I'm being someone that has, I wouldn't say unfortunately, things worked out for me in my favor, but I'm a small situation, like a small scenario. Not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to do, buy these, the cars that I've bought and how much I'm paying monthly, which is still not the smartest financial decision on my end. But I will say this from what I've learned, bro, be able to walk away from a deal, have a decent amount on a payment. If there's a vehicle you want and you feel like you're not trying to make a high payment, I would definitely stack up your bread and make sure you're able to damn near buy out the car as much as you possibly can up front with cash, because these guys are desperate at this point. They will take anything from you at this point, but just don't go up there and let them try to hassle you, because at the end of the day, they need you more than you need them, because you can always find you a nice, decent car to get you to point A to point B at some of these other used lots too. So don't go broke trying to get something and let these guys try to upsell you, because that's exactly what they're gonna do. But comment down below, let me know some other car related videos y'all want me to check out. I definitely will. I appreciate all love, support. Road to 20K, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.